Well, hello once again, my fellow Star Trek fans. I hope your Christmas season is going wonderfully, and I'd like to welcome you to another little Christmas ornament version of my Star Trek channel. We got the Hallmark Keepsake, and it's a cousin of this lovely lady right here, the U.S.S. Enterprise. We're going to go to Star Trek Strange New Worlds. We just finished up the first season. Captain Pike's U.S.S. Enterprise. This is before Captain Kirk and this lovely lady. And let me show you, we got the Hallmark Keepsake Ornament. You can see the lovely Enterprise. The first time we saw this version was on Star Trek Discovery. And this is from Star Trek Strange New Worlds. There are differences between the version in Discovery and Strange New Worlds. And much to my delight, Polar Lights will be addressing that, and there'll be a new Enterprise model kit, specifically as she appeared in Strange New Worlds. And this is the U.S.S. Enterprise NCC-1701, Star Trek Strange New Worlds Christmas tree ornament decoration. You can see the lovely illustration. Now, I'm not sure. Maybe you guys can help me out on this. This is supposed to be the Enterprise before Captain Kirk, but yet this thing looks so advanced, and it looks enormous from the inside. It looks like it would have more room than the Galaxy-class Enterprise D. I'm not sure. Is this supposed to be like an alternate timeline version of the Enterprise? Because this Enterprise is nothing like this one. And this one is more advanced, if I'm right. When Captain Kirk took over, that's when she was looking like this version, and Captain Pike had her at this version. So, is it like an alternate timeline thing? But anyway, this is Strange New Worlds, and this was released in 2022. We got the Keepsake. Same thing on both sides. And a keepsake is much more than an ornament. It's a little work of art created by a real person with a real passion to tell a big story. From the people and things you love, the memories of the past, and to the anticipation of something new. Your keepsake honors and celebrates everything that makes the holiday special. Joy, togetherness, family, and friends. When you hang the keepsake, you're hanging the story of you. Happy hanging. Battery operated. You can see the information. So why don't I go ahead and I'll put you guys onto the tripod and I'll show you what's in the box. All right, so let's take a look. And looks like we've got our standard issue tissue paper. And I got a piece of cardboard on the bottom insert to keep a tray, the form. You can see it takes 3 of the button batteries, so let's get that ready. They're just taped to the bottom. Okay, without further ado, look at that. Beautiful. Well, like I always say, she's the Enterprise. Of course she's beautiful. That interesting design where the nacelles have that space in between. The underside, you can see the deflector dish. The underneath of the primary hull. You can see the Bussard collectors. And the lovely nacelle. Okay, so to put the batteries in, you need a Phillips screwdriver. You open the compartment, and there it is. So let's go ahead and open up the batteries. You see when the batteries go in into the belly of the ship, put in the 3 little watch batteries, and there's a little lip and you put it back together. And we can screw the door shut. There. Just like that. So she's ready, and there's a button on the back. Let me turn off the Klingon battle cruiser. Maybe we'll be able to see it a little bit better without all that background light. So, it looks a little bit better. Let's push the button and see what she does. You can see the top of the bridge lights up. The Bussard collectors. And the sensor dome. As well as the nacelles, the end caps of the nacelles is beautiful. If you guys haven't had a chance to check out Star Trek Strange New Worlds yet, it's pretty cool. Some of the episodes and the writing really kind of brought me back to the original Star Trek. One of the episodes opens up with Mr. Spock, and he's actually back on Vulcan with the Caliphate, and he's with T'Pring, and that's when she chooses Stan, but he's actually fighting against himself. It's his human half. He realizes he doesn't have his ears, pointed ears, and his human half is fighting his Vulcan half. And that was pretty cool. Little things like that. The series is pretty cool, enjoyable. Again, the only thing I wonder is that this Enterprise is supposed to be inferior to this one, but yet this one looks vastly superior. And it looks huge. No matter where you go, it just looks cavernous. From the engine room to the sick bay to the quarters, it looks like that this would be many times larger than the Galaxy-class Enterprise D. But that being said, I do love the ship. I love the Enterprise. I always have. It's interesting to do it with Captain Pike. We're introduced to Captain Pike in the pilot, the original series, The Cage. So, she looks really pretty. So why don't we go ahead and we're going to go put her on a tree and see how she looks. Okay, so she took her place on the Trekmas tree, introducing Strange New Worlds. And let's see, it doesn't look like she's got any company at the moment. We go up a little bit, and we've got the Vengeance, Klingon Continue class from Star Trek The Motion Picture, the Enterprise refit. Let's see if we go up further. We've got the Enterprise A, Romulan Warbird, Shuttlecraft. Well, you guys get the idea. Let's go ahead and light her up. Incidentally, if you guys are like me and our family, you can never find a Christmas ornament hook when you need it. What I found to be very helpful is I use a paper clip. Just about everybody has a paper clip in a drawer somewhere. And what I do is I make the top of the hook, the loop larger, and then the bottom you can make it loop smaller and then just kind of crimp it back on the little ring. So that's what I do. Pretty nice. And that, my friends, is the U.S.S. Enterprise from Star Trek Strange New Worlds. Captain Christopher Pike's Enterprise. I hope you enjoyed this little video. And until the next video, I'll talk to you soon. Merry Christmas.